Welcome, everybody. John Zegar. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? Let's see. Eastern slope of Colorado temperature right now is 35 degrees. Sunny. Partly cloudy. Looks like there could be some weather moving in, but they don't have it predicted. Supposed to get up into the, I think, mid to upper 40s today, which is actually a good day for us in January. So pretty excited about that. I'm in my truck, headed out to look at the house, as I normally do most every day that they're building, and just a few minutes away. So there'll be some inconvenience with maybe some road noise for a few minutes here, and then I'll shut it off in front of the house so that I can, kind of do the podcast and conclude with it. Haven't been on recently. It's a daily thing for me, doing my podcasts and my blogs and stuff. But I took a little bit of time and decided to just work on myself and my own issues, and I've been doing that. And gained a little bit of insight, more insight, I guess, and was kind of wanting to share that with you all this morning. So I'm excited about it. You can find my podcasts through Spreaker, Spreaker, just look up John Zegar, Zegar, and you'll find my account, and you can listen to my podcasts. Also, you can go to iHeartRadio. I've been on iHeartRadio for quite a long time. You just go there and type in podcasts and then my name, and it'll come up, and you can find all of my podcasts there. I believe this also has always put my podcasts up on Facebook and Twitter, and I put it up on LinkedIn. So pretty easy to find. I guess I'm, just briefly for those that don't listen all the time or first timers, 43 plus years in clinical psychology, neuroscience, last 10 years real heavy in neuroscience, self-healing, things of that nature, a lot of meditation as the tool that I use anyway, and most people do in order to do some transformation. I'm available for, and again, this is just advertisement, so bear with it for just a couple minutes anyway. I do a lot of consultation education. And I can do that with businesses or individual, it doesn't matter, around healing. Specifically around businesses, we'd be looking at, how come things aren't going quite as well as they need to be going? And what we need to do is look at programming, that various owners and management might be working under, and that be causing some of the difficulty in not being as productive as you would like. But anyway, that's the direction we go with consultation for businesses, and it really does turn things around quite well, as a matter of fact. So don't hesitate to give me a call if you're a business or a company or some kind of little little business around town or something that needs a little additional. I'm trying to see what they're doing here. There's a guy parked in the middle of the street. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, so and then individually, of course, it's like coaching. If you want to learn about healing, self-healing, if you want to learn about, some of the steps to having a healthier life, we can do that through a couple different means. One of them is, of course, we need to look at the programming. What kind of programming are you running off of that, you acquired as a young child, and is it self-limiting, and do we need to maybe change some of that kind of programming stuff? Pretty simple stuff. Most people don't do it, and I'd be happy to do it for you. So track me down. So consultation, education, coaching, it's all the same kind of thing. Happy to do that. And I'm available 24/7 anytime. I'm just happy to help you guys out. So how do you get a hold of me? There's a couple different ways. I have a website. I don't keep it as current as I need to, but I do have a website. And it's johnzegar.com. JOHNZEGAR.com. You can go there. I think there's a page where you can putting it all together and packaging it in a manner that is easy to understand. And, that's what people have been doing. They go to his workshops. Again, I think he's up to a week-long workshop now. And the results that he is getting is phenomenal. But anyway, I'm not here to advertise for him. He's easy to find. Please do so, and you will be greatly rewarded by following Dr. Joe Dispenza. For myself, with my 43 years of background in clinical psychology, and the last 10 years being pretty heavy in neuroscience, there's a lot of stuff that's, I don't want to use, I'll use the word trendy. It's somewhat trendy today, but it's vitally important. We did some of this work years and years ago, but under different names and terms and whatever. I think as psychology, clinical psychology, energy psychology, neuroscience, blah, 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 continued to evolve, sometimes the names change, but a lot or some of the procedures and practices have been around and used for a while. So here's what I've been running into recently. I just listened to a YouTube this morning over coffee, Heal documentary. Go on your computer, iPhone, whatever it happens to be, and look up Heal documentary. And they have testimony of various people with various diseases that have sought alternative medicine other than traditional Newtonian Western medicine, which clearly has a poor track record and doesn't work. It's great and phenomenal for trauma, for progressive illnesses and diseases. It doesn't work. They pretty much send you to hospice to die. And there's a lot of programs out there, not a lot, there's some programs out there that work phenomenally well. The one I was listening to this morning, was, I think they had 3 people on there. One was a guy, he got diagnosed started off with throat cancer and kind of progressed into some other ugly things. And the Western medicine and chemotherapy and all that stuff was not working at all, and found himself over in Asia being treated and successfully has rid himself of all disease and cancer. And there's a whole series on him and what their program consisted of. Another example would be, and this one's been out on the internet for a long time. You can go and look it up. The lady with the cancer in her bladder. And you could see it about the size of a golf ball, black, cancerous thing in her bladder. And Western medicine could not treat her. Again, like everybody else, they say you've got X amount of time and, get your affairs in order. Because they don't know what they're doing. They just don't have a clue. Again, if you go and do your research, it's okay to listen to the diagnosis. Don't ever listen to the prognosis. So she goes over to Asia, and again, hospitals in a lot of Asia do not use invasive procedures or surgery, and they don't use medication. Medication just adds toxic chemicals into your body, and you have to consult with your doctor regularly on what that's all about, have a good understanding of it, and keep everybody informed of what you're doing. But she goes over to Asia, and their hospitals are equipped to where, it's sort of like your thoughts make you sick, your thoughts make you well. That's a simplified version, but it basically has to do with upregulating and downregulating unhealthy genes, disease genes, and healthy genes, and that sort of thing. She goes over there and gets admitted, and they have the nurse there doing the ultrasound so you can see the cancerous tumor in real time. And they have 3 doctors, practitioners, that come and stand over her in what would be, in American terms, an operating room, but it's just a room they have there for their procedure to occur. And they're there with the thought, without any doubt, that she is already healed and does not have, bladder cancer. And they have a little chant, mantra, that they're doing, and she is there laying awake, and her role is to visualize and see herself and feel herself without a disease, without a sickness, without an illness, without any of that sort of thing. And she has to be completely pure of thought. And she cannot allow any other negative thoughts that, well, will this work? Maybe it'll work. It could work. I'm willing to try it. All of that stuff will cause it not to work. So she's laying there doing that, and the whole thing took 3 minutes. They time them, and they show you the time. And you can see the black mass, the size of a golf ball, just shrinking left or whatever. And for whatever reason, medical, Western medicine has given up on them and just said, get your affairs in order. There's nothing more we can do. And for whatever reason, they miraculously, if you're Christian, right, or through an anomaly, scientific anomaly, if you're not a Christian believer, they, however, completely heal and no longer have their cancer. They're no longer dying. They're completely 100% healed and in perfect health. And there's been a lot of research and study done all over the world on these people. And how does that happen? Medicine was not able to do that. How did that happen? And again, a lot of you guys understand this very, very well. But the answer to it, in a real simple term, is it's a change in your belief system. Okay? Go read the book, You Are the Placebo. You have the placebo, which is the positive side, and you have the nocebo, which is the negative side. Examples of, if you believe what your doctor's saying, how would I put it? No matter what, if you accept, believe, and surrender without contention, it can either be placebo or nocebo. Placebo, of course, is, you're going to have good results. The doctor's indicating, and you buy it, and that happens. Or, you're going to die in 3 weeks or whatever, and you die. That's because of your belief system. So, is life that simple? Well, I don't think what I'm talking about is that simple, but it does sound that, doesn't it? You have to have the ability to say you're not ever going to get ahead. Might be that you're going to be rich. I don't know. But the point is that your belief system determines your personality, right? How you think, act, and feel. And that creates your reality. Pretty simple stuff, I suppose. But people ignore that direction or path because they don't believe it. They don't think it's going to happen. They don't think your thoughts can change stuff that much. And in turn, they end up sick and unhealed. Right? So we go through our life, and sometimes life ends up being a struggle because of we're calling these limiting belief systems that you acquire, right? And life becomes a struggle. It becomes a struggle because of the limiting beliefs that you acquired as a small child. And number two, it might be because you're trying to override the program, those thoughts, beliefs, limiting beliefs, perceptions. They're a program that you're living, that you're running. You're trying to override the program because your conscious mind is thinking something different than your subconscious mind. Right? So, in order to self-heal, one of the crucial aspects happens to be being able to take limiting beliefs, that's programming, and reprogram your subconscious so that they are no longer running your life. And you have new, healthy, positive belief systems intact, which is the program you're running, which will block out those kinds of diseased genes that sometimes get into our bodies. And of course we all know, disease has nothing to do with genetics. It's 0.04% of people with a disease actually is from genetics. An example of that is sickle cell is one of the very, very, very few diseases that happens to be genetic. So, we're going to spend some time. I can go on and on for hours, but I think we're going to spend some time doing some podcasts just around this sort of stuff, and especially getting into the subconscious and getting into your operating system, how you do that, how you change your limiting beliefs, and how you reprogram yourself, and, kind of the science behind all that. So anyway, there you go, you guys. Kind of fun information. Some of you all have heard it before. Please call. You're welcome. Whatever your needs or wants are, I'm available. If you just have a question and you just want to email me a question or something like that, or text me a question, or if you want to call, feel free to call anytime. It's okay. And say, hey, John, I got this thought, and I saw this here, and what does this mean? And does it work? Doesn't work? Whatever I can do to help you. And I guess last thought, I also have all this stuff on YouTube. And, of course, it's always good to subscribe to my channel. We only get the people who do podcasts and YouTube and blogs. We get a minute amount of money from doing this kind of stuff. I'm self-supporting, so I have no other income other than what I just described. If you all want to send any, penny, nickel, dimes, quarters, dollars to my account, it's just jzegar@gmail.com, and you can send me money through that, through PayPal. I'm sorry, I forgot to say PayPal. But that's my PayPal account, and if you just go to there through the jzegar.com, you can access, through gmail.com, you can access my account and put money in there if you would. I don't mind. So, anyway, there you go. So I'll be back tomorrow. Look forward to talking to you all again then. God bless everybody. Take care of one another. And I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks. See you. Bye.